Hey everyone, welcome to Signals from the Frontline, your every Wednesday live broadcast brought to you by Frontline Gaming. I am here with your host, Kicker, the Chief of Serial, and Sigilite of FLG,
Thank
and I
you.
am Seth the Mad Dog, your competitive correspondent. Kicker, what have you been up to?
Dude, I mean, as the world knows, or at least all of America knows, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and I'm the guy that does all the cooking. I was born and
Hmm.
raised in Louisiana, so it's like I think it's pretty much like a legal thing. I'm required to cook dinner, being the Louisiana boy here. So yeah, doing a lot of
I,
grocery shopping.
I, I have something, finish your thing, but I have
All
something
right,
to poke the Louisiana bear.
all right. Okay, well, so I used to actually do like a gumbo gravy. Bear with me, it was glorious. It was awesome. Yeah, gumbo gravy. I recommend it. But
Hmm?
no, this year keeping it simple. And I gotta say, you'll be very proud of me, Seth. Guess what? I won the bracket at my RTT. Now I was in the lowest bracket, so judge me accordingly. But I did win something, and I got store credit, and I was super stoked. And this was my new orcs, and so I'm like, yeah, like it feels good to kind of
Nice.
win something. So yeah, that's a first for me.
Yeah.
Let's get some hobby progress up there. My hobby progress has been some orc commandos because I'm like, okay, this weekend they served me well, so I've got a few more painted up. I don't know if our producer, wonderful Val, can pull these up. If not, no big deal. But they are gorgeous.
There they
Oh,
go.
there we go. Oh, boom. I'm painting them to like look like ninja orcs. I'm pretty stoked. If you are
Teenage
listening,
Mutant Ninja Orgs.
yes, exactly. If you're listening to our podcast, you should be watching our podcast every Wednesday night live at 9 p.m. EST.
The
Or a little late.
sun-kissed wolf priest.
Yes.
His
You
course.
can be in our chat like Wolf Priest Carlos right now talking about what Seth is drinking, and you can be watching us live and seeing these beautiful photos of my poorly painted minis. Seth, what have you been up to, man?
Well, first off, I said I was going to poke the bear, but I don't think I'm mad at Nightbot because it's warning people for saying "wog," and that's not right.
Wait, what?
But I was watching a cooking channel. I was actually telling about you earlier,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fire Kitchen, and they were putting some Cajun spice on some food, and it
Mhm.
literally on the can said Alabama Cajun spice, and I was like, "Oh, the Cajuns would be really upset if they saw that."
Oof, oof. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like there's this big thing down here in Louisiana. I think it was like some grocery store like
Yeah,
advertising some sort of microwave in bag, crawfish etouffee, and that's like no, you don't do that. Like that's
no,
just not that's blasphemy down here. You got
no.
to make it from
I
scratch.
do enjoy me a good crawfish stuffing.
All right, cool. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
respect that. I
yeah.
used to do a big turducken,
Ooh, yeah.
with that was but Cajun, of course, Cajun spiced. But no, man, cool. What have you been up to? Let's talk to. I know Thanksgiving's exciting, and we all want to talk
Yeah.
about food. But I know you're busy. You're focused. What are you focused on?
Nightbot's yelling at more people for wogging. I've been building kill rigs and squigog boys and bee snagga boys, just because I've trying out to do some new things. So I've been painting a bunch of that stuff. I hopped in on Battlefield 2042 and I suck at it, but I still love it because I always love the Battlefield games.
Wait,
Um,
Battlefield 2042.
yeah,
That makes me feel like I'm not that old, but shit, dude. Like, can I say shit? I don't know. That makes me
you
feel
might be
really
able to say
old.
that.
I played Battlefield 1942. All right, the
Yeah,
original, like old school. Like
yeah.
that was my game, man. Like that
Oh
was
yeah,
my
they're a lot of fun. I
yeah,
love them. I still die. I'm like I'm just easy kills.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
I started watching The Wheel of Time. Did you watch that series on Net or Amazon Prime?
I have not, but I've heard some like I was going to, but I heard some kind of negative, comments about it, saying that it wasn't very engaging. Is that true?
I okay. Well,
Be
so
honest.
I've read the book, so I'm coming at this very much from like I know exactly everything that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
They made some character choices that were odd, but I'm not going to spoil them for anyone watching. Um, I I have enjoyed it, but I also know that I know a lot more of the backstory than they're giving us on the show.
Okay. There you go.
Um,
Okay, so for somebody that has never read it, is it worth starting? I mean, there's too many other
well,
shows to
that's
watch.
what I very much want some opinions
Okay.
of people who haven't read it because I know I'm looking at it through the filter of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love this book series. I started it when I was a kid and I read all of it, and
Well,
so
if
I
you're in the chat right now, jump in there if you've
yeah,
seen
it's
A Wheel of
only
Time and
it's
give us some
oh,
advice.
I did the math and it's like 12,000 pages. So
Yeah.
my wife is enjoying this series significantly. She's also read most of the books, but mainly because it's not as many pages as the series.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, yeah. Dude, 12,000 pages with no photos, not happening. All right. Let's jump right into the industry news. I have to make an apology. And I have a pretty big ego. This is hard for me to
Mhm.
say. I am sorry. I was wrong. I firmly believed battle boxes were not going to happen. All the writing on the wall was pointing to a big no for this year. But it looks like battle boxes did happen. They are coming back. Prices have not been released yet, but it's looking like around $200 most likely for the retail price. So battle boxes are back. We don't know the allocations yet, if they are going to be allocated. I'm
Mhm.
sure you've seen the orc one, Seth. Of course, they have
Yep.
a Space Marine one, and they're
And they
not
all
that.
look like pretty good deals.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like assuming that they're retailing for around 200, we're
Yeah.
talking about, these have probably about $310 worth of
I think I did the
products.
math on the orc one. I was roughly like 320.
Yeah, yeah. So as usual, these are amazing deals, and if you see
Yeah.
them, scoop them up. I mean, if it's a relative, or I mean, the orc one doesn't make sense for me personally, no matter how much I love orcs right now.
Yeah.
Space Marine one too. I'm like, oh, that's cool, but yeah, gonna pass. They've also done these weird bundles. Currently, the Strike Force Ice Fang and the Bone Breakers of Kongrar are up there. I don't know if you've seen these on the GW website. I'm sure you can guess what armies they are, right? Ice Fang. Come on, we gotta see
That
it.
is definitely Sylvaneth.
Yeah, right. Totally, totally, totally. And yeah, so we have a Space Wolves bundle and a Bone Breaker. The Bone Breakers is an orc bundle for 40K. I haven't done the pricing breakdown yet, but I don't think there's a savings. Did you see? Have
Yeah,
you?
these just look like one-click
Yeah,
bundles, which if
they did the.
anyone
Yeah, they did it
remembers that
before.
years ago, they used to do that where they were like, "Do you want all of this stuff and not want to click multiple
Yeah.
things but pay the same price? Here you go."
And they did it
Um,
earlier this year with the Necrons, and I
yeah,
think a Space Marine one where there was $0 savings. And I mean, whatever, that's fine, cool. I was kind of disheartened though. There's not even like a group photo; it's just a bunch of literally like individual product photos on the
yeah,
website. So I don't know. It doesn't look that exciting. What is exciting? I don't care if you don't play Age of Sigmar, but come on, this is exciting. Dragons are live and well, and you so much conversion potential. I mean, I don't play Age of Sigmar, but I want all these minis because first of all, they look like they're fun to paint and I can imagine using them for something. I don't know what that something is yet, but there's conversion
definitely
potential.
orcs are going to loot them.
Definitely it works. Definitely an eluded dragon right now. I had to
Sounds
talk to
fine to me.
my one of my buddies, my correspondent in the Age of Sigmar world, Bo. He's actually the Frontline Gaming accountant because he plays Age of Sigmar, and like I wanted his thoughts on these dragons and like not just the aesthetics. Yes, we all know aesthetically they're beautiful, but he
Mhm.
was telling me that they got slightly nerfed and they haven't even been released yet. So
Yeah, I think what I had heard was the original rules were pretty darn strong.
yeah,
So that's positive to me in my
yeah.
mind if they were that strong that GW recognized that and was like, let's tone these back a little bit before they come out.
And that's kind of cool. They did it before the model was released. That you don't have all these people buying up, 1,000
Mhm.
dragons and then finally, not being able to
Yeah.
use them. There are no new rule releases that I've seen for 40K. Nothing of interest. Have I missed anything, Seth?
Crip Shadow says they got nerfed twice.
Wow. Well, I guess GW was
Yeah,
being
I don't.
pretty.
That's far more AOS knowledge than I have. Crip Shadow. So
Thank you.
interesting.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Seth, is there any news on the rules releases for 40K? Anything of note? I didn't have anything from my own notes this week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we caught it last episode or not, but they did officially state that because of some supply issues, they're pushing back the books on Gene Stealer
Yeah.
Cult and Custodes to early 2022.
Yeah. They left it
And
nice and vague, right? Early 2022. So we don't know if that's January, February,
yeah, well, and they also had like their main office shut down because of a sewage pipe
Yeah.
explosion.
Hmm.
That just sounds really bad. So I don't know
Yeah.
if that's also going to cause. They also today, I think today they put out the like this is the last like what the dates are for the last
Yes.
chance for you to order, and they
Yeah.
December 1st for the US is the last time you can order from either one of their sites and get
By
your
Christmas.
product before Christmas, which is a long time.
Yeah, and you know what though, man? I rather them err on the
Yeah.
side of being conservative. No one wants to be let down. But yeah, I wonder about that sewage break in the office. Smell your product for the next few months. See how that. Sorry. Let's keep on moving along.
Nurgle took over the office, folks.
Nurgle took over the office.
Nurgle Matt rose from the sewers to claim GW Corporate as his own.
On the Frontline Gaming front, we do have the Overgrown Temple mat, a new mat on sale right now. We have, there's a beautiful photo of it.
Mhm.
Boom, right there.
And it
Uh,
doesn't look like an Arctic mat.
yeah,
Good
it doesn't
job,
look.
Val.
It is the correct mat. This overgrown.
Oh,
Now it's flashing in the
quit it.
background.
Quit it.
No. So,
Stop it.
yeah, Val's in the background, managing all the buttons and pushing all the things. That is the Overgrown Temple mat. It's a new mat for us. It is gorgeous. It's kind of one that works with Age of Sigmar for 40K. You can imagine a really cool like
Yeah.
Alien versus Predator kind of thing going there. But
Okay.
that is on sale right now. Woohoo! But what's more important is the Black Friday sale that is going on through Black Friday, and it is insane. I want to say 25% off everything, including the brand new fully painted ITC train
Nice.
set, the Gothic Ruins. So yeah, that's going to be significantly more expensive in a week. That new ITC fully painted train set, and because people have been asking, yes, we will be releasing the other ITC train sets fully painted as well, fully colored as well, but that will be coming later in 2022.
I'm gonna get me that fully painted orc when it
Yeah, I
comes out.
know it, right, dude. And seriously, they look so gorgeous. We just got the machinery in the warehouse, so we're just gonna do one set right now and get this all figured out before we start doing all the sets. But yeah, the orc one's gonna be awesome.
The
Yeah,
mystical machinery that you guys made to print color terrain.
yeah, right, right. No, dude, like it was a process. Like there was. It's a big device and it took a lot of time to get installed and tinkered with and now Frankie's just pumping out mats
Yep.
and also terrain in color, beautiful color.
There's a question in
Oh
the
yeah,
chat:
shoot.
Is the 25% discount for Games Workshop products as well, or just FLG products?
I believe it's just FLG products. I don't manage the
That would make
question.
sense because I believe the most that you're allowed to
Yeah,
advertise for a GW product is 15%
yeah.
off.
So yeah, the advertise, and we are live being recorded right now. I'm going to just
Mhm.
say it's just for Frontline Gaming terrain and mats. And
There's a good answer.
yeah,
There's a
there we
good
go, boom,
answer.
right there, protect my ass. But yeah, no, we never go that low on the mat discounts. So if you want a
Yeah,
Frontline
that's a
Gaming
good
mat,
deal.
yeah, now's the
Particularly if
time
you've
to get
been
one.
kind of waiting to upgrade to the new sizes,
Yes,
like a lot of folks have.
yeah, yeah. Now's the time to get it. This is exciting too. So the New Orleans Open, we've got Joe the Wargamer. Seth, you're like buddy buddy with this guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know.
I met him at Warzone Atlanta. That's it.
Okay, that's where you met
Sorry,
him.
folks. I'm a little out of it tonight.
You're just getting ready for like Thanksgiving and all the fun and
Yeah,
joy that brings. Yeah, right. Yeah. So Joe the Wargamer apparently is living in his RV and crisscrossing the country and streaming.
he's
You know,
he's extremely dedicated to streaming.
yes,
Extremely.
but the content quality is there
Oh
too,
yeah,
right?
he's really
So
good.
it's not like some half-assed done thing. Like it's legit. So he's gonna be coming to New Orleans and he will be doing a one-man stream team and we'll be airing it, airing it on the FLGN Twitch channel. But Joe is teaming up with Adam the Australian
Woot woot.
Camilleri, woohoo, yeah,
Camilleri.
Camilleri, who's also in the US for a little while. He'll be, of course, at the LVO, but he seems, I mean, I talked to him yesterday. He's going to be at New Orleans Open. He's just going to just show up and be there and, and jump on Joe's stream and help shoutcast the whole thing,
That'll
right?
be a crossing of two streams that
Yeah.
I'm quite eager to see.
Yeah.
Chat, just for heads up, there are a few good questions there. I am pulling them into chat so we can keep moving. So
Yeah.
we will get to your questions. I
We'll
promise
get
you.
to a question. Do we need to take a pause for
No, no,
answers?
you're
Okay,
good.
good. We're good. Okay,
I just
sweet.
don't want to keep derailing us.
All right, sweet. We won't be derailed. And Seth, of course, you'll be there playing, and I will be
Mhm.
there working, and it'll be fun. So New Orleans Open the weekend of December 11th. So coming up soon. Cherokee, can we get that artwork, Val? Let's get that artwork in the background. We got the Cherokee Open. There we go. Boom! Isn't that sexy? It is a
I
space
feel
wolf
like
riding a
Space Wolves have
bear.
to win this now.
Right? I mean, yes. So the Cherokee Open is happening in February 25th, 6th, and 27th in February 25th, 26th, 27th in the town of Cherokee on the Cherokee Reservation in North Carolina. And that artwork is beautiful. Thomas Goat Boy did that for us. And yeah, we're pretty pumped. But moving more importantly into actual news regarding the Cherokee Open, guys, the Express Pass holders, if you are an Express Pass holder, Frontline Gaming Express Pass holder, check your email right now. I emailed you like about 45 minutes ago. So check your email. You have just been emailed. If you want to use your Express Pass for the Cherokee Open, you have to reply back
Oh,
by Monday because on Tuesday, most likely the tickets will be going live to the general public. And when they sell out, they sell out. So if you're an Express Pass holder, please respond back to that form. And a lot of people have been asking about the room block at the Cherokee Open. So it's at the Cherokee Harrah's, which is one of those beautiful giant resort
mhm.
casino hotel things. There will be a discounted room block for all the Frontline Gaming players. Yeah, the room.
It,
Yeah,
it might be the weekend of my wife's birthday, and she is interested in the idea of just going
do it.
and being a lazy bum around the hotel for the weekend.
No, dude. There's multiple pools. There's a spa. You know the whole setup. Go do
It's
it.
going
Go
to
do it.
cost me, isn't it?
It's no. The discount block is
No, no,
legitimately really
just
good.
letting her loose in a spa.
Oh yeah, you're screwed, man. Good luck.
Tell you
Um,
tell you a story later.
All right, right. But there's also like the national park if she's into like the
Yeah,
outdoors and
yeah.
stuff. Just let her go do that. It's 3 miles from the resort is the national park. So just let her go hang out there, and that's free. That's one of the few national parks in the country that are totally free to go into. And that's what I got. What about you, Seth? Where are we at? What's up next, man?
Yeah, that's a great question. We are on to the FLGN news. So this week on Grim After Dark, they had Innes on from Team Scotland. Innes recently had won an event in the UK, and so basically that just made it a Mob Rules episode because Innes does Mob Rules for those two. So it was really just I made fun of them when they said it was Mob Rules without the cursing. So it's a good time. Go check it out. Chapter Tactics took a look at the new NIDS, and I thought the Thursday show wasn't going to fire because of Thanksgiving, but I did check with all the staff on the Thursday show, and poor Paul Murphy is the only American on that show anymore. So he was outvoted. There will be a Thursday show tomorrow. So
Dedication,
you guys
dedication.
can look forward to that. But otherwise, that's all the new stuff we've got out on the network this week. But for this week's main segment, we
Yes.
decided that what we wanted to do, because it's Thanksgiving, we wanted to do some shout outs. Um,
Let's be sappy.
and thank some people in the community because we do a lot of things here to help everyone out, but there's a lot of people that help us, and there's a lot of people that do just a lot of work for the community for like little to no recognition. So I have a few shout outs, and then Kicker's got a bunch, and we're just going to go back and forth. We'll alternate. Kicker, how's
We'll
that?
alternate.
You
Okay.
ready? Can you
I'm
handle
really bad
that?
at this. I will try. Why don't you take the
All right.
first one?
My first one I want to shout out is everyone knows him and loves him, Peter the Falcon,
Yes.
also known as Peter Calissimo. Peter does a ton of work, and he was the first guy to really start doing stats work for 40K. Now there's a bunch of groups that do it. There's a Reddit thread that's always doing it. There's always a Goonhammer does like monthly recaps. But Peter was the first guy to do that, and Peter does a lot of this work. Like he has a Patreon, but he's not making money off this.
Yeah.
So. Thanks, man. We really appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing you. We've been talking. He's supposed to be going to LVO, so I'll be excited to see him there.
40K Stat Center is his website, right?
Yes, 40K
Yeah.
stats. Yeah, you can check him
Yeah.
out there.
40K
Kicker,
Stats. Yes.
who do you want to thank?
I gotta thank the man behind the curtain, Mr. Val Heffelfigure. Yes, I know.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah,
Val.
yeah. Val, the Frontline Gaming Network director. He is the driving force to why we have this beautiful network and why it's
Yep.
growing. And when you see the stream getting better and better and better at the events, it's not because of many of the people. It's really because of Val. Like this is
Yeah.
his thing. This is his baby. He has a real child, but I'm pretty sure this is his child that he cares about more. Is the Frontline Gaming Network, and it
Let's
is
not make him
beautiful.
choose between his children. This is a horrible Sophie's choice. We
No,
did confirm behind the scenes that he chose his real child. Good
you did
answer.
choose it. Okay, thank you, Val. I appreciate it.
But I
why
mean,
do
the
you?
things you guys don't see is like if you ever have seen Val streaming at an event, he is like 100% focused for like 12 hours
Yeah,
straight. I'm not sure how he does that.
I mean, I've never seen him go to the
Not gonna lie.
bathroom like ever. I've never seen him take a bathroom break
He
during.
probably has a catheter.
Well,
That's how
there's
committed he
only
is.
one other guy I can think of that's his equal when it comes to that sort of
Yeah.
dedication. Why don't you take it away, Seth?
And that is our regular producer Richard. He does a lot for us. He builds all these things that you see behind us. He makes all the technology work, and
Yes.
he has the very vital job of at the stream cruise settling Val down, which takes a lot of effort, But he does a great job at it. And we've asked him to get on the camera a few times, and he has no interest in coming
No
on the camera. And he
intention. No.
even told us, "Don't even thank me. Don't even thank me."
Yeah,
But we're gonna thank you, Richard,
we're gonna
because
thank
you
you,
do a
Richard.
lot for us.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Um,
he does.
I'm going to take the next one because
Yeah,
I
you
owe this
do.
person a special shout out. So we have a lot of members of this community that really like to help us. I wanted to shout out Kelsey Ito because Kelsey is always supporting of us in the chat. He's always reaching out to us to check on us. And when I was trying to find some orc stuff, he found me an orc token and sent it from Hawaii. And then he stuffed the box full of like coffees and chocolates and stuff. My wife loves him. She calls him Coffee Kelsey now. So I was just like a gift I didn't need. I tried to pay him for it. He refused. So thanks a lot, man. Like that's the kind of stuff that makes us do this, week after week.
Oh,
Sorry,
man,
my
it's
dogs all decided to come upstairs.
they're happy too. They're happy too. I think you got to take our next one as
Yeah,
well.
I'll
Seth,
do
'cause
the next
yeah,
one as well.
you have a history with this guy.
Yeah, Nurgle Matt.
Yeah.
I think the community as a whole needs to thank Nurgle Matt because I don't know what Nurgle Matt does in a day job, but he is always, 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 always out there on every stream, supporting everyone, donating, gifting subs or doing super chats, or when we do like charity events, donating to them. So he is always a vocal supporter of everyone who creates content. He's always very positive. So and everyone in the chat always knows him. So shout out to Nurgle Matt. He's
Mhm.
doing great work for everyone.
All right, guys. I have to say that there's a lot of people that choose to remain anonymous, and there's a lot of these people, and they reach
Mhm.
out to me in private, and they're somebody I have to thank. They're listening, they know who they are, and I have to appreciate everything they do. They keep the community flourishing. These are the guys helping me find venues, making recommendations on what we should do, where we should go, but they also bring up the bad apples that we gotta kind of be prepared to
Mhm.
deal with, and of course provide insight into just how we can make the events better and better and better. And so because Frontline Gaming, we really do love feedback. So those many people who reach out to me on Facebook and email and carrier pigeon. I appreciate it. But then we have the guys that are just the boots on the ground. These are the guys that know, hey, we're going to an event and we need backup.
Mhm.
Like we at Frontline at the SoCal Open, we had Team XPZ there that they just it's a local team. We just found them on Discord. Like, "Hey, can you guys help us out?" And like 10 guys showed up to unload the trucks and set up the tables. We couldn't do that without them. That was
Oh
thank
yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
Team XPZ came along and really made SoCal possible. There's guys like Joseph Snyder and his crew in Atlantic City. They handled all the takedown of all those mats. If you were in Atlantic City, Seth, you were in ACO. You saw how many
Yep.
tables we had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I hung around to help, and they did like half. I looked away and looked back, and half the crap was tore down
dude,
already.
Joseph just showed up like these are my crew. We'll take care of all the cleanup, and I was like, wow, that allowed us to keep on running the event, keep
Mhm.
to the end, without having to stress about all that. So that's amazing. And then we got like the individuals that just kind of like like Garrett in SoCal who kind of just Val needed an extension cord. He got in his car and just drove and got an extension cord because we needed the stream to go live. This guy, another godsend. And then my buddy Sean Bourbano here in New Orleans, he's just constantly offering to do whatever the hell needs to be done. He's the kind of guy, he was like, he will do grunt work. At Lone Star, he was just like a one-man moving crew unloading one of the trucks, just trying to make these events happen. We can't do these events without
Yeah.
guys like them. Ray, another great example. Ray, this guy
How
is a
long was that drive?
I mean, Ray drove from Nevada to New Jersey to make sure we had all the terrain. He's a professional truck driver, so I got to give you, he's got experience on the road. But we would not have terrain at the
Yeah.
ACO if it was not for this guy. So thank you, Ray.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if we can pull up a photo of this dice. One of the things we're going to start doing now is we're going to have these really cool, like super limited edition Frontline Gaming staff dice that we're
Ooh.
going to be able to hand out. Only the Frontline Gaming staff will have them, but they're these solid black, beautiful opaque dice that we'll be handing out to folks who go above and beyond
Oh, that's
in
cool.
volunteering. Yeah. I mean, it's a little something, but we would just want to like help. People help us out. Here's a dice, and obviously we our gratitude, but we just want to give them something a little tangible. Just say, hey, thank you so much. Here you go. So you'll be seeing these pop up for I guess at the New Orleans Open. You'll see them first. And these will of course never be for sale. These will just be handed out by Frontline Gaming staff.
I like it.
Oh yeah, no, it's kind of cool, right? I also want to talk about the TOs, right? Because we have a lot of events. Yeah, we have like
Oh
the
yeah.
40K stuff, but we have Kill Team, right? Sheldon is this TO that he's made. I think it's 24 tables that he's given to us to ship around the country for Kill Team to happen. Like, it would have been like, yeah, right.
That's and those tables. I've looked at those tables. I took some videos of those tables. Are really nice.
It's totally ridiculous. So all the TOs who've helped at every single Frontline Gaming event, like we want to say thank you because we just, you guys obviously know we know 40K pretty well,
Mhm.
but we don't know all these other game systems. Every single one of the Star Wars Legion TOs, like they are ridiculously professional and organized and just they show up and they're like, no, don't worry, we got this, and and they just take care of it and run a beautiful event. And anyway, guys, thank you. I'm kind of getting all like sobby here. Seth, I think that these next guys, right?
Yep.
The FLG
Yep.
staff judges. You want to take
Yep.
them?
Yep. So the FLG staff judges. These are all the guys that you know and love from the LVO. We're talking about Adam Solis, Salty John, um,
You got
but
Danny and Chris. I mean,
yeah,
all
Danny,
of them.
Chris, and they do a lot of help in terms of deciding what rules and how they're going to be applied, and they bring consistency to these events across the U.S. by making sure that those rulings are consistent.
Mhm.
But that's not just done, in a Word document,
No.
on your free time. Like Adam's been flying across the country to help with these events. So like,
He was at ACO.
yeah.
He was at LSO. He was at
So
the Las Vegas team
yeah,
tournament.
he'll be in New Orleans. Like these guys are putting in a lot of work and taking time away from their families to make sure that we have a good event and to make sure that you as players know that you're going to have that consistent judging no matter where you go for an
Yeah,
FLG event. So that is a big
yeah,
ask for a lot of these guys. So we really appreciate it because
yeah.
judging is like it. If everything goes great, you're cool, you're hanging out, but like how many times have we had drama in this community and it's been like, well, the judge said this and this was done wrong. And it's like something bad happens and you know that the entire internet is going to talk about whatever
Yeah.
you decide. So these guys, they go out there and they do a lot of help for us. So thanks a
We
lot,
could
guys.
never be in their shoes, man. I mean, that's too much pressure. That's
Yep.
too much pressure. They do amazing. I gotta say, well, let's just keep it a little lighthearted here, but also very serious. Tesseract Glow. That paint, thank you. It's magical. Have you seen this Tesseract Glow? It's the Necron paint that came out
Yeah.
with
I mean,
Next
I've seen it,
Edition.
but I've not used it. Why is it magical?
It just like if you ever need something to look like it has literally magic coming out of its hand, like some sort of power or something, or
Oh, is that what you
oh,
did for your
the War Boy,
were
yeah,
boy? Yeah.
up on the kill rig. Yeah, I mean, it's
I
just
like how
like
I
one of the
pantomimed were boy.
yeah, right, Wormhole, right? Yeah, whenever I needed to do some or on my ad mech, I wanted them like glowing,
Yeah.
rifles and stuff. It's just a stupid little $4 thing of paint, but it is something I'm so thankful for this year. Seth, I think there's a certain product that you're pretty pumped about too.
The Bee Snaggle box that I bought way too many of, and I'm now still using all of it. Yes, yes. I've absolutely loved all the new orc stuff. I've been building and painting it all, so it's exciting to pump a little, little fresh blood in terms of sculpts into an army.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's been a real nice thing for me, and I've enjoyed that. And I hear the cries of some of our other less fortunate Xenos out there,
Yeah.
like the Tyranids. Like probably someone in chat is going to tell me exactly how many new kits have been released since the last time Tyranids got a new kit.
Yeah.
But your day is coming eventually, and you will get
Soon.
those new sculpts, and you will be
Yes.
just as excited as I was for all this new orc crap.
Yeah. I gotta get kind of sappy here, but it's also really important. And I'm trying like I'm actually like a legitimately emotional guy. I'm a hugger. I get emotional. I cry in Disney movies. All right, moving along. Yeah, right. I have to thank my wife. Seriously, I know it sounds cheesy, but she did not only give me the green light to adjust my entire like personal career and also like our family lifestyle for me to join FLG and be like full
Yeah.
time this year, but she's also been just amazingly supportive. She's the one that's always keeping my cereal bowl full when I get back home from an event. Like she's just that, I'm very fortunate because it was a big
Yeah.
change for me to make a huge pivot like this to join FLG full time and make my hobby my job.
And I think a few of us could echo the similar. Maybe not, our wives allowing us to shift careers, but like there's a lot of folks, self included, that spend a lot of time away
Yeah.
on weekends at 40K events. So, I'm also thankful for my wife that she lets me take over the entire upstairs of the house and tell her to turn the TV down on Wednesdays to do this kind of stuff, and doesn't get upset when I'm like, so I'm gonna go to New Orleans for a weekend. Okay, bye. Um,
Oh
so
man.
yeah, I mean that takes a very understanding spouse, and I got to imagine, kicker, it's significantly more appreciated when you're also dealing with a small child and you're trading off childcare duty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like every weekend that I'm not at the house, she's having to like watch my very energy. If you can imagine me, but like it's all the entire
As a
amount of
small child?
energy, but yeah, in 25 pounds of a human being. Like my child is kind of insane. He's got
Yeah.
way too much energy, and my wife has to kind of
Y
corral him all the time when I'm gone. So I'm fortunate she doesn't
Is
mind.
that why you had the room with the rubber walls?
We do have a lot of children's gates to try and quarantine this kid because he is dude, he knows how to get through anything and everything. He can climb way too much stuff. It's terrifying. But seriously, one other very important shout out that I have to make is to Adam Camilleri, guys. This guy is a 40K beast. He's
Yeah.
half the world away, but he never refuses to help out when he can. I mean, he is just constantly like, I will be there for the FLGN. I will get on air whenever, however, regardless of what time it is at his home.
Yeah,
Um,
like, what you guys don't maybe don't understand is when, like, FLG starts streaming at, like, 9 AM, like, Eastern or Central, that's, like, 1 or 2 AM for Adam,
yeah,
and he's, like, super energy excited. It's middle of the night for that guy. He woke up in the middle of the night to do that.
And the thing is, like, it's not that he's just doing that, right? But his content is almost always perfect. Like
Yeah.
he the co like, as a community as a whole, like, we're so fortunate to have a guy like Adam be part of it because he creates content and he's there. He's there to hold the mic when no one else will. So guys, thank you, everyone that helps, but in particular, thank you to Adam for just being there for us all the time. And I
Yep.
think you got one more very important one, Seth, that
Yep, and I think this will transition us nicely into the competitive 40K news. I'm thankful for the balanced data slate.
yes.
And
Yes.
and really because that is you know, there was a lot of changes that rebalanced some of the armies. We've already see the effects of that right now in the win percentages, but it just means that we're GW is going back to a
Mhm.
bit more active listening to the community, a bit more active. I won't almost say curation, but you know, management of its rule set with quarterly updates. That's exciting for me to hear as a player. That's exciting for me to hear as a content creator.
Yeah.
That's exciting for me to hear as a hobbyist because if there was one orc list that I played for the rest of ninth, that would be boring. So I'm excited that it'll keep refreshing the meta and changing things. So I'm kind of appreciative of that. But that gets us into our competitive news.
Boom. Take it away, Seth.
So this week we saw the rise of Nids and the quote thick city list from Drukari, with Tyranids featuring Hiveguard and the Drukari list featuring Kronos, Talos, and Grotesques taking the top 4 spots at the GW Open Austin event,
Wow.
2 and 2 of each, which is very strong showing for both those armies and those generals. Shout out to my boy Anthony Vanella, which if you listen to the show, you remember I shouted him out months ago saying this boy's going places. And
You
here
did.
we
You
go.
said it. You said it.
I
You said
did.
it.
Did.
Uh,
So speaking of win rates, the big boogie, the AdMech, they dropped all the way down to a 42% win rate. They
ooh.
were up in the mid 50s
Ouch.
before the nerf, so they have really been hit hard. They're down but not out. AdMech still have plenty of juice in that codex. It just might take a little bit more time for folks to figure out the optimizations.
Yeah.
Grey Knights shot up to a 59% win rate.
All right.
So they're on the rise. Last week, Drukari were down in the mid 50s. I said, give them time. They're gonna find a new list. They sure enough found a new list in
Mhm.
this thick city list, and they're up to a 60% win rate. And then if you travel over across the pond to Europe, I think they're still playing 8th edition 40K over there.
Well, they must be, man. I've seen
Because
it.
they have Iron Hands dominating at a
What the hell?
64% win rate. What are you guys doing over
What is
there?
going on? What is
That, that
going on?
is that is early 8th edition. Or not, no, that's like mid 8th edition. That was like
That was
2019
LVO
8th
2020,
edition.
man.
Yeah, what are you guys doing over there? Like that's 2019 that book came out and was kicking butt. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's a strong list, and I guess here in the US we sold all our Iron Hands. I don't know what
For
happened.
next
So
week, let's get some research. Let's get somebody on air that's from Europe that can explain to us what's going on over there because
all
I
right,
can't figure out what's going on. Like that doesn't make sense.
maybe they don't have other armies but Iron Hands because of like material shortages. I don't know. Let's hit our recap for the ITC rankings. In our 40K competitive track, we've got Brad Chester coming in at number 1, Sean Naden coming in at number 2, John Lennon at number 3, Manny Chima at number 4, and Malik Rubio at number 5. These rankings do not reflect the most recent US Open results.
Mm.
So I'd expect to see Manny move a few slots up. John, maybe John also plays very well there, so I don't know if Manny's going to jump him, but certainly Anthony, as we see down there at number
Yeah.
9, is definitely going to move up a few slots.
What ranking? Where did Manny land? Because he came in from the UK to play at this
Yeah,
American
I
event.
want to say he was second or third. He
Oh
made it.
wow!
He'd be second because he made it to the finals
All right,
against
great.
Richard Siegler. Richard Siegler, of course, won, making him the three-peat champion of the U.S. Open. And I think that means he officially has to retire from all
Yeah,
U.S.
yeah.
Opens. Is that what I heard?
Not allowed to play anymore.
Yep, that's what I heard. So just kidding, folks. The robot that is Richard Siegler could play until the human race dies. I guess he just is unstoppable. Moving on to the 40K hobby track, we've got JT Steger at number 1, Lee Harris at number 2, Jacob Thayer, my Orc Brethren at number 3, Scott Boucher at number 4, and Noah Bedo at number 5. Going down to AOS competitive, we have number 1 is Gavin Greigar, who I believe was at the US
Yeah.
Open event, but these also do not reflect their scores either. Number 2, Caleb Walters. Number 3, James O'Brien. Number 4, Anthony Trentinelli. And number 5, Jordan Duncan. And then finally, our AOS hobby track. Nick Garcia at number 1, Ian Wood at number 2, Christopher Hernandez at number 3, Derek Page at number 4, and No Aquino at number 5. And that is it for your ITC recap for the week. I did pull a few questions out of
All right.
chat, but Chad, if you've got more questions now that we're at the end, feel free to throw them in. The first one is, does our store credit from last year's LVO expire at any point?
So what we did is we emailed everyone earlier this year, late last year, everyone, hey, this is what's going on. We're rolling it over. If you didn't get that email, reach out to us. Anyone, they'll forward the email probably to me, and we'll try and take care of you. But
All right.
everyone should have already, everyone that had a LVO ticket from previous
Well,
should
no,
have
they're
already.
talking about the store credit. If they
Oh,
converted their LVO ticket to store credit, does that
oh,
expire?
does that expire? I mean, I don't know. I don't think we have a set expiration date, but use that stuff, man. Especially with Black Friday going on. What are you doing, like sitting on that? But yeah, I assume if you've got store credit, you should have it for at least 12 months.
All right. The BCP app or the BCP event for AOS isn't up yet in BCP, but the 40K is for the New Orleans Open. I wasn't even aware that the 40K one is open.
Yeah.
Will the AOS event be up soon?
Yeah, actually, I talked to John, the TO, today, and we should have that set up hopefully within the next 24 hours. So check that out. It is Thanksgiving tomorrow, so I mean I spoke to him literally today. So let's aim for Friday. Is that cool with you?
No,
No.
he will have that event up tomorrow.
All right, all right.
Um,
Um,
did FLG still need TOs judges for AOS at the Cherokee event?
Yes, we definitely do. 100% definitely do. Find me on Facebook, message me. We'll have our head judge, Adam
Or is there an
Solis.
email that they could email
Yeah,
you at?
events at frontlinegaming.org, events with an S. That's my direct email. Please just, say hi. And also give me your favorite cereal preference. I
Yep.
appreciate that.
KR Quinn, you
Yeah,
can. KR Quinn was the one who had the question about the store credit. You can probably email Kicker
yeah, email me
if
and
you're not
I'll
getting.
yeah, I'll talk KR Quinn, email me and I will make sure we'll get you squared away. I'll talk to the head of customer service to make sure
All
you're
right.
good.
Marcos says the email for store credit sent to him says that the store credit does not expire.
Okay, sweet. There we go. Boom.
All right.
But no, seriously though, we do need help for ages for Cherokee. So shoot me an email or find me on Facebook. We do have Adam Solis. He's signed up. He's that guy we talked about earlier. He's going to be
Mhm.
flying in from California to be our head judge for the 40K champs.
All right. When we were talking about the FLG dice, someone asked no Seth or Kicker dice. And I thought this
Ooh.
might be the moment, Kicker, for you to tell them about your secret project.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, we have a secret project. Yes, we have a secret project. Yes, that is in the works. Seth, we need to talk after the show and get this happening. We can make this
All
happen.
right.
All right.
We have a secret project. It's
We have
not
a secret
dice,
project.
but it will be a thing that we could hand out at events if you find it.
Yes, and it's something you're going to want. And yes, it's good.
Yep. Kicker's cereal choice after a long weekend event to unwind. What is your unwinding cereal, Kicker?
Oh my gosh, dude, this is deep here. There's quite a few, but we're going to go with. Sorry, there's a loud producer laughing in the ear right
Yeah,
there.
I'm not sure what's
I
particularly funny.
can't think clearly. There's just too many. Seth? You've looked inside my pantry at my house, and you know that there's not one cereal that I
I
am
know.
totally loyal to. But I have to say, if after a long weekend, it, I'm gonna go with like peanut butter puffins. All right, don't judge me. It's kind of a weird bougie cereal, but it's basically like peanut
Puffins?
butter. Yeah, puffins. I know, right? You get it like it's the texture is really unique, right? It's like imagine Reese's Puffs, but like 3 times the size. You get a nice big like chunk.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Val
Sorry.
just posted in chat what made him laugh to throw us
Okay.
off track. Sorry. Was
Sorry.
imagining him eating cereal from a cognac sniffer.
Sorry. All right, Seth. What about you, man? What are you eating to unwind after a long event? I know you're a pizza man. That's your food
Oh
of choice.
yeah, I'm all about me some pizza.
All right. All
Like
right.
if I haven't had it by the first day, like that's what I'm getting that night is a good like meat lovers pizza. Um, that's what I love.
I'm seeing the other question right here. Is Kicker tried the Pokemon cereal?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a little fact for all you guys. Pro tip: all the licensed cereals, like the Disney cereals or the Dora the Explorer cereal, the Star Wars cereals, they're all crap. 100% crap. They're just repackaging of the worst cereal that they couldn't sell any other way. So they put something cute on the cover and try to sell it that way. So don't eat the Pokemon cereal. I don't care what it says it tastes like, magical berry poop. Just don't try it.
Yep.
But yeah, that It's literally just crunch berry. Yeah, in the chat they're saying it's literally just crunch berries with marshmallows. That's exactly what the Pokemon cereal is. It's just repackaged.
I mean, I
Nothing
don't
too
see the
exciting.
problem with that. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay. All right.
Marcos asks, "What do you think the new orc list will be after the balanced data slate?"
Oh, Seth, please
Um,
tell them. You got to give them a hint. You've been working on this,
well,
man.
and so yeah, I've been messing around with a bunch of builds, but right now I think it's Goffs, using a lot of Squighog boys
Hmm.
and Beast Snaggle boys. You might be still using kill rigs. I'm kind of right now leaning away from kill rigs. Mainly because if everyone is going to run this thick city Drukhari list, and we've got Grey Knights running Dread Knights, and we've got orcs can still play a freebooters list.
Yeah.
Folks are generally going to tech into trying to kill these T6, T7 things. Um, so I think kill rigs will be just kind of big targets, big bullet magnets at that point. So I'm thinking of running my Beast Snaggle boys and trucks. I haven't really thrown dice with that list yet, but that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Is just a bunch of Goff, you know, Snaggle boys and Swigog boys and a Beast boss and a Bike boss, and just run forward and punch them as hard as you can, because all that Beast Snagga stuff gets innate bonuses against monsters and vehicles, which is a lot of what the big scary meta lists right now are, these different monsters and vehicles. So that's what I'm leaning towards, Marcos. I've rolled some dice on a few builds with it, but I want to try a no kill rig build and see how it feels.
You've clearly been thinking a lot about this, Seth. Well done. Well
Trying.
done. Well, guys, it's Thanksgiving, so you have more
Yep.
time to think about rebuilding your list, changing them, adjusting, adapting for the new meta. Seth, you want to leave any words of wisdom with our viewers?
Nah, man, I just want to